Good morning, everyone. My name is Zaklin Bokan, and for this week's assignment, we must compare Chinese business culture with the culture of the country we live in. So in this PowerPoint, I will be comparing Chinese and North Italian business culture. First, I will start with saying that China is a country located in Asia and that Italy is a country located in Europe. They have very different cultures, traditions, style of communication, and values. When we are talking about the North Italy, I am talking about Milan, Brescia, Bergamo, Verona. We are talking about the industrial and business capitals from Italy. People who live there are very Western oriented, numbers, contracts, money, individual mentality, direct, logical, and they do not give much attention on relationship or the word we. When we talk about China, the human connection, relationship, and teamwork matters. They are team players who are not so number, logistic, analytical oriented. When we talk about Chinese business culture, we talk about guanxi, which is basically the system of network and the base for work and everyday life in China. If you want to work with a Chinese company, you have to build a relationship. You have to give it time, invite people to eat, bring gifts, but not too big of the gifts. Your communication style has to be indirect. You have to be flexible, respectful, wear appropriate clothes. No hugging, they use handshakes. Also, do not play with your jewelry or hair. Do not give too much body language, hand movement when you talk, and patience. There is no rush, no pushing or forcing like we do in the West world. The best way to communicate with the Chinese business is face-to-face, but if that is not possible, the best solution is WeChat or text. They are not very active on emails or calls. North Italy values: style, fashion, entertainment, food, art, religion, family, and time. Time in sense of that, you start your meeting on time and you finish it on time. You're not late. Time is money, like in the Western world. China values community, humanity, family, respect, truth, loyalty, honesty, no aggression, but peace and nature. Every single value that is written above influences how people from these countries communicate, think, present themselves, and also how they perceive the world. As everything in this world, both countries have some similarities and differences in how they do business. The similarities are food and drinks, so inviting business partners to a restaurant. No emails or calls. Both cultures love more a face-to-face meeting. Small gifts. Also in Italy, it's common that people bring small gifts to potential business partners as a sign of respect and appreciation. And time. Both countries respect the time and when something starts. They are never late, as in China, as in the north of Italy. The only difference is that in Italy, usually the meetings stop at a time they discussed, but in China, they can go also on for a long period of time. Differences between North Italy and China are fashion. Italians are more modern, open, they use a lot of color, the clothes are even more revealing, and Chinese wardrobe is more traditional, modest, black and white colors. They do not show a lot of skin. flexibility. This is something I talked about earlier. So Italians are more specific, like meeting starts at 9 and it finishes at 10, and so it's also going to be. And in China they are more flexible in the sense that the meetings can go longer or shorter, it depends. They are not so time fixed. Relationships. Italians are colder, not so invested in getting to know partners and building a bond with them. And in China, building a bond, relationship is really, really important. Style of communication. Italians are more direct, logical, individual orientated. They will speak their mind, even disagree, argue. And in China, people are more quiet. They don't disagree. They never say no. You never know exactly what they are thinking. And the last difference is body language. Italians are all about hugging, talking with the hands, also kissing, saying their mind, arguing. And the Chinese are the opposite of that. The bottom line from this presentation is that it's a good that both parties, Chinese and Italians, know how to behave in a business setting. Italians need to be more patient, not so argumentative or disagreeable, not use the body language so much. They have to build the relationship and not be so practical, logical, and by the book. They must be more traditional, modest, and they have to dial down with the fashion. That was all for today. Thank you for listening. Have a good day.